Hello, welcome back to Making Sense Conversations. I'm Waceke and Nduati, and you're joining me again on the Diary of a Mad African Entrepreneur. Now, I was going to talk about a completely different topic today, but I got up today and somebody had sent me a message on my phone. And once I received that message, I'm like, I've just got to go with the flow because it's a diary for a reason. We talk about and we have conversations about the key moment of the day. That's what a diary is supposed to be. And this has led to, just a moment of reflection of gratitude. And gratitude for you, the entrepreneur. And this is the message. Let me start from the message I received. Good morning, Sheke. I hope you are well. Today, I would like to share with you my gratitude for allowing us to be part of your vision, for leading and guiding us, for sharing your wisdom, for continuing to carry this mandate that God has given you to change and impact lives. Thank you for the opportunities and doors you have opened. Thank you for using your voice intentionally as you have refreshed us and many in this nation and beyond. May the Lord also refresh you. Thank you so much. Now, this has just changed my perspective on the day. And you, the entrepreneur, let me talk to you, the entrepreneur. You sit with a lot of self-doubt. And I'm talking to you because you're like me. You sit wondering whether you are doing enough. You sit a lot of the times condemning yourself and judging yourself for what you should have done, how you should have done it. You sit and wonder if you're leader enough. You sit and wonder why people have stayed with you. You sit and take the responsibility if people have left. You're carrying the weight of what is happening in the environment on your shoulders. The economy and all the noise about the economy, you're carrying it on your shoulders. You're projecting it into your business and to what might happen. You're wondering about people's lives. And at the end of the day, you're always wondering, am I enough? Am I good enough? Can I do better? And I haven't met any entrepreneur who's like, I could have done my best. Very, very few are like that. They're always like, I could have done better. I could have done this. I could have done this. If you have problems, if you're going through failure and losses, you're like, I could have avoided it. It's me who's the problem. So there's this other person who lives inside of you that is constantly telling you and throwing things at you. And it's a constant battle every day just to keep moving in spite of that inner voice, which is so assisted by the external voices, and there are many of them. You're looking at people on social media who seem to have it all together, because on social media we all portray having it all together, and you're wondering, it must be me. So I got this message, and it's not about just me. It's about every entrepreneur that's out there. And I want you to know you are having an impact. You may not see it every day. You may not feel it. You may not be told it, but you are having an impact. You are allowing people to be part of your vision. And I'm just taking the same words that my colleague sent me. You are leading and guiding. You are changing lives. You have opened opportunities directly and indirectly for people. Every day you're using your voice, whether it's to guide people, whether it's to talk to clients, whether it's to design products, and may you also be refreshed. So that's my gratitude to all of you, no matter what stage of business you are in. But I also want to talk to the people who are around entrepreneurs. One thing entrepreneurs we feel, and you may not know it, if you work for an SME, you work for a founder, you work for an entrepreneur, I hope this message gets to you. We go to places where they're telling us how to motivate people. All the time, we're told about, even complex terms like employee value proposition. It's always about how the entrepreneur should give to the outside world. what they should give to clients, what they should give to people, because they're the ones who carry the burden of making this vehicle work. And yes, we take that burden on because it is our dream. But if you work for an entrepreneur, please, 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 please understand that they are so human. Just like you like to be appreciated and recognized and given a pat on the back for the work that you do, so does your boss. So does this person who is running this business. And I cannot explain to you, these messages come rarely, but we need them. Yeah, we need many things. We need time, we need money, we need partnerships, we need networks, but we also need the affirmation from the people who work with us that, hey, we see you, we get you, we can see what you are doing, we can see the sacrifices you are doing. It may not be in the conventional way because people work all sorts of ways. But we actually see you. So if you're listening to this and you're like, if you're a team of 20 and you're just that one person who today can go and knock on the door of this entrepreneur and say, I just want to appreciate what you are doing, what you have done for us, what the sacrifices you have done for us. Imagine if you were told that, how you would feel. It would just fuel you. It would give you a new lease of life, because I am feeling like I have a new lease of life. Just please do it. And I guess even for us entrepreneurs is sometimes we are busy running. So this gratitude has to flow always. That we don't take time, to appreciate yourself. So it's lonely sometimes because nobody's there to appreciate you, but you have to start appreciating yourself and maybe get into a group of people who can appreciate what you're doing outside just of the people you work with, and also learning to appreciate those around us, even if it's the team, even if it's a supplier. So today after this message, I was just like, we've got to keep, in everything, we've got to keep gratitude going. In all this noise, we've got to keep gratitude going. We've got to acknowledge what is good. You've got to acknowledge what is good in your business. You've got to acknowledge what is good about the way you are doing things. It's great if somebody comes to acknowledge you, but even you acknowledge it for yourself. So there's a verse in the Bible I really like, and it says, to whom that has, more will be given. But to who doesn't have, even that which he has will be taken away. And I look at this from a point of an abundance mentality more than anything. I think if we start getting into a mindset of we have, using gratitude to get into that abundance mindset. So if we all start listing the problems we have and the things we don't have, the money we don't have, we're going to be here forever. But if we start operating from, I already have, the fact that I have a job to go to today, I have. The fact that I have a business to go to, I have. The fact that I have an idea, I have. The fact that I have team members, I have. So many of us start operating from that side of things, what would we be able to do? Because being an entrepreneur, I've realized the importance of energy. Sometimes what makes or breaks a deal is energy. What makes or breaks the business is energy. Remember my first business, which was in shares. It's not that the business couldn't work. I simply ran out of energy for that business. I've run out of energy for certain assignments. I ran out of energy. So what kind of energy does gratitude and abundance and appreciating each other, validating each other, affirming each other actually create? So if we think even deeper, then yes, the entrepreneur, it would be great if someone gives you a heads up that you're on the right track. For you who works for them, great if someone also gives you the same heads up. But if we now start forming a culture of being grateful, let's first start with not what the problems are, but what we have. What is in, as Moses was told, what is in your hand at all times, because you always have something you can actually work with. So today, I have a lot of things to get through. I have many issues to resolve. But I am now, I can see, I was dreading getting out of bed in the morning, but I got out of bed and this is the message. It's like God knew Waceke needs to hear this today. And I was telling my colleague on the phone, because I called her to say thank you for this message, that I needed to hear it. It's one of those days I had, what am I doing enough? Yeah. Why isn't this working? Why isn't this translating? I was having those mornings when I woke up with those thoughts in my head. So it's just fantastic. Gratitude is fantastic. I'm feeling so different. The issues I was going to face today don't seem that big anymore. They don't seem like life and death anymore. I'm suddenly being able to really say, okay, this is my portion. In this conversation, this is what I have to give. This is the value I have to give. But the decisions that someone else will make are actually going to be out of my control. So let me not focus on changing them. Let me just focus on delivering the message I have to deliver. It's a busy day today, but I'm now thankful that it's a busy day. It's good to have things to do. Yeah. So can we embrace a culture of gratitude? My dear entrepreneur, gratitude with yourself first. Appreciate yourself. Gratitude with those around you, even your suppliers, not just your team, your suppliers, but just start, because I think if you want to also receive it, you have to give it. So just start being grateful. I can definitely do a better job with that. I go to a lot of places where I talk about the great team I have. I probably talk about it more in public than I tell people as individuals. So today I've been challenged and actually, I've got to do a better job at that. So even today when I called her back, I appreciated her. And appreciate people, not just for the work that they do, but what they bring to the environment. And she brings a lot to the culture, she's a champion of culture. And if you work for somebody who is an entrepreneur, who is a founder, who is in an SME, even a CEO in an organization, just knock on their door or just give them a call if they're not in the office. Or if there's no office, to knock on a door and tell them, you may not realize this, but I really appreciate you. I really see you. Because we need to be fed. Entrepreneurs need to be fed. They need to get all that feeding they're doing for everybody else. They actually also need to get it. So today I'm just going to leave my message at find something to be grateful for at work. Yeah, in your business. Whether you're someone who works for an entrepreneur or you're the entrepreneur who has people who work for you, just go and appreciate people. Then just start saying, what if we started every day, every week on a foundation of gratitude first and acknowledging what we actually have. So we remember what we have. What would we be able to do with what we have? What is in our hand? So have a grateful day and I'll see you next time. Bye.